awaits the victor here. The squad depth so evident for Chelsea, fighting on all fronts. 6 changes today from their last 11 prior to the internationals. Lauren James is hamstrung. The 6 coming in are the fullbacks, Bronze and Baltimore, Walsh, Captain, Canarud and Ramirez. Fearful strength in depth for any opponent. Well, like Lauren James, Kerry Holland picked up an injury on international duty. She's missing for Liverpool today. Otherwise, they're pretty much at full strength. Their 3 changes from last time out see Holland, Matthews and Roman Haug replaced by Gemma Evans, Sam Kerr to bolster midfield and Olivia Smith. Kirsty Dow has the whistle and the cards and the coin. How much belief is in that Liverpool huddle? We know how much belief will be in that Chelsea huddle. Chelsea at Wembley plenty. 6 of the last 10 FA Cup finals, in fact, Chelsea have been to, and they've won 5 of them. Millie Bright has been there for them all. Liverpool's last cup final in the pre-Wembley days. This would be another level. We had 2 first-time finalists last year, Tottenham and Manchester United. Taylor Hines has won the toss and turned Chelsea round. Kind of occasion Liverpool don't reach very often, and the kind that Liverpool would love to win, and not least with the Hillsborough anniversary coming up on Tuesday. "36 years since the most infamous of all FA Cup semi-finals. And the silence beautifully observed by those in the Kings Meadow sunshine all those years on. So here we go, 90 minutes or maybe more for a place in a Wembley FA Cup final against one of the Manchesters. Liverpool produced the standout result on quarter-final weekend a month ago, away at Arsenal. And they weren't given much hope in that. Let's see if they can do it again. The Reds lost back-to-back going into the international window. Arsenal in the league, and then via a late own goal they lost from in front at home to struggling Aston Villa. And Liverpool, Chelsea rather, did something unprecedented. They gave up a 2-goal lead in drawing 2-2 with West Ham. Leanne Kiernan, such a willing runner up front, and she's dragged Natalie Bjorn with her. You'll note the black armbands being worn for Hillsborough. As Hobinger crosses and Millie Bright wins a goal kick. A year ago, Millie Bright made her first start in 6 months. In the extraordinary match that seemed to derail the Chelsea title bid. And the Blues gave up a lead that night. Liverpool won one of the games this league has ever seen, one of the very best. 4-3 Liverpool won that, and it seemed like Manchester City would be champions pretty much as a result of it. Chelsea changed that narrative with a bit of help from Arsenal. Taylor Hines into Herbinger. Gemma Bonner, who once upon a time, way back near the start of her brilliant career, was a Chelsea player. Sandy Baltimore seems very much first choice now, and that would have been inconceivable this time last year, to think that Niamh Charles would be playing second fiddle as Chelsea left back, but it has been mostly the summer signing from France in there. The Blues with 3 Bs across the back again. 4 even, can't count. Double H behind them. Here's Lucy Bronze right back. Two years with Liverpool, Lucy Bronze, and a title winner in both. No coincidence that. Herbinger forward for Kiernan. Aggie Beever-Jones should be full of confidence. Looked really good against the Belgians for England, Aggie Beever-Jones. Not often you see her, Canarud and Ramirez all in the starting lineup, but they are today. Canarud just trying to slide it forward there. Although they've been better of late, scoring goals this season has largely been Liverpool's problem rather than the ones they've let in. For what it's worth, it was 6 months ago, the only league meeting to date, because they meet on the final day of the season. It was a very comfortable day's work for Chelsea, 3-0, and it could have been more. A lot has happened since then. Neatly played out by Liverpool. Here's Grace Fisk. Liverpool looking to exploit on transition. They know Chelsea will have more of the ball today. They want to do what they did to Manchester United and Arsenal when Amber Whiteley had just taken charge. And speaking of charge, Myra Ramirez against Gemma Bonner is going to be a brilliant, passionate, physical contest, and the Colombian has won Chelsea a corner here. Erin Cuthbert takes it. Oh, it's a good one too. Natalie Bjorn was close to that. The former Evertonian. Very close. And this will show you just how close. Glancing blow there, that could have been in the bottom corner. Scored at Stamford Bridge recently against Manchester City in the Champions League. And the only bit of shade on the pitch, Grace Fisk with the Liverpool throw here. Good signing she's been. Two summers ago from West Ham. Started every single league game in her debut campaign as a Liverpool player, Grace Fisk. Not quite such a perfect attendance record this time around. Offside flag is up here. Cannerad closing down as Gemma Bonner tries to clear. Fuka Nagano in there. Double six really with Sam Kerr. And that nearly reached Smith, but Baltimore immaculate. Really Bright stepping up. Stepping up again, big physical challenge with Smith. No one pulling out of that challenge. It speaks volumes for the bravery of Olivia Smith. Chelsea at home all the way in this cup run. Good fortune about that. Liverpool away all the way in this cup run. They won at West Ham at the end of January. And then left it very late. Away to lowly Rugby Borough before that 1-0 win at Arsenal. They haven't conceded yet in this FA Cup run. They will do well to maintain that record here today. Opponents don't come to Kings Meadow and get clean sheets very often. It hasn't happened this season. Manchester City did it in the league last term and then did it to Chelsea in the Champions League up north. The first and only time this season that Chelsea have not scored a goal across all competitions. It's a lovely way to pass from Bronze. Tumble in the box for Viva Jones as Erin Cuthbert gets underneath one. Just in case you're wondering, no VAR today. Not that we need it for that, but there will be in the Wembley final next month. Wembley final where Erin Cuthbert scored one of the great Women's FA Cup final goals in one of those recent victories against Manchester City. Looked like being the winner and then ended up having to go to extra time. A different Sam Kerr making the difference then, as she always seemed to do in cup finals. Here's Beaver Jones. Fisk did well, got a piece of it. Another Chelsea corner coming. Looked like it came off Lucy Bronze. Millie Bright went up for it. They got a touch as well. Kiernan in ahead of Kira Walsh. Chelsea have won it back quick. Here comes Bronze again. Baltimore for Beaver Jones. Perfectly timed challenge. Great tracking back from Olivia Smith, who's got the youthful legs to do it. Only 20. Yet another corner. And it was Bjorn again. Tough from there, pretty much moving backwards. It was always going to go high. Got the pressure from Chelsea to win it back. That is the problem. It's so hard to keep it. Bjorn out to Bronze. Taking on Capots. Gemma Evans covering round. She needs a head start with Kannerud around. As quick as anyone out there, the Swede. Nice weight of pass. Fourth corner already. First from the other side. Laws with the double punch. Anywhere will do for Liverpool there. Sam Kerr hacking it out. Cuthbert trying to keep the attack alive. Baltimore, who took the corner. But game stops for a bang on the head in there somewhere. Cornelia Capot's the player down. A lot of traffic in front of Rachel Laws here. That was awkward. Pretty good contact considering she was backpedaling slightly. Here's the clash coming. Millie Bright on Capox. Yeah, she felt that, I'm sure. Liverpool will be pleased enough for the breather. Cornelia Capot's like Rachel Laws, actually. One of those more in the in crowd now than they were under previous regime. Just stopped working really under Matt Beard. Amber Whiteley, yes, it's just tailed off a bit, but she couldn't have hoped for a better start. 1-3 on the spin, Liverpool, when she took take charge, including that FA Cup quarter-final win at Arsenal. And they beat Man United for their first Anfield win, ending a 7-game winning streak for United. Serious doubling that was. Away we go. Capots looks like she'll be okay to at least try and continue for now. Pressure and corners racking up for Chelsea, but not genuine goal threat just yet. Could change in an instant with this team. Here's Baltimore. Well watched by Grace Fisk. Look how far back Olivia Smith is having to play here. Cuthbert stolen in. Countered via a deflection. Corner number 5 coming. It's definitely on target, wasn't it? Taylor Hines in the way. We'll never know where that was going. Baltimore.
Come on, Chelsea! Come on, Chelsea! Come on, Chelsea! Come on, Chelsea!
Well, they've done the first part of the job, Liverpool. They've resisted Chelsea for that opening 15. Something Chelsea do so well is to get on top early on in games. I think this will probably still count as early, but Liverpool continue to repel. Hines back with the latest challenge. Digging in already here. Nagano coming in with the latest challenge. Vika captain. Promising first season as a Blue. Liverpool's defence can have a breather. Kira Walsh in total won 7 domestic cups in England in her time at Manchester City before leaving for Barcelona. Already beaten City in the League Cup final this season. Good from Capots. They cannot keep it for any length of time here, Liverpool. So far. Strong from Bjorn. Bronze forced backwards for once. Hannah Hampton was about to get a rare touch. Hannah Hood had already made the run, Bronze passing it into where she thought she was. Little clip from Captain. Liverpool get the free kick. Neat feet from the red skipper. Rachel Laws has got some young fans behind her trying to put her off. Did actually make a bit of a rick in the league match between these two. Rather presented a goal to Guro Wright. It was still a really good finish, and should mention actually Guro Wright back on the Chelsea bench today, having not played since February. Injured on duty with Norway. Olivia Smith is in behind here. What a way to pass! Huge moment! Huge opening goal! Here's the shock on at Kingsmeadow. They've sucked up all that pressure, and they have hit on the counter, exactly as the game plan said from Amber Whiteley. We might not get many moments. We've got to make them count if we do, and they have. Beautiful pass, brilliant finish. Chelsea 0, Liverpool 1 in the FA Cup semi-final. Looked like a perfectly timed run. She was on the run already. Baltimore is no slouch, but she wasn't going to catch her. What a pass from Marie Hobinger there. Just look at that. It even span to just be perfectly in the stride of Smith. It is very rare rather, that this Chelsea side is behind in any game. Less still at home. First chance, and it's been taken. There's the goal scorer now finding Leanne Kiernan. That's not a bad cross, but there was only Capots available to attack it. Right then. Really is game on now, halfway through the first half. Can they do it again? Arsenal away in the quarter-final. Chelsea away in the semi-final. Those moments even more pressurised when you know there aren't going to be many of them in a game against a team of this consistency. First attempt, they've made it count. Now, they mustn't concede quickly. Whistle's gone here, that wouldn't have counted anyway. Well, looking along the line, they always say shouldn't be offside like that, but Kannerud was. And with her pace, really doesn't need to be. Not many 50-50 sprints she won't win. Chelsea were behind for 6 minutes at Celtic on match day 3 of the Champions League. Not again until they were behind for a long time at Leicester, when the winning streak ended in that 15th match. Behind briefly at Real Madrid as well. Everton twice in this second half of the season, including in this competition. Brighton, they were behind, and Manchester City when they lost that Champions League first leg. That is it. This is the 33rd game. Dare I say it, Liverpool still to concede in this FA Cup run. I find it hard to believe they will keep Chelsea out today, not because of any of their shortcomings, but just because the numbers will tell you it just doesn't happen. And they can't afford cheap turnovers like that, you wouldn't think. It's another good ball. This time it's Leanne Kiernan with 2 for company. One of them was Millie Bright. A demanding captain. Even more demanding now. Something to say to Kirsty Dow there. Not sure what that's about. Nagano and Kerr, that midfield axis. Taylor Hines coming in field. Maybe a nudge from Kannerud. Looked like there was also a A bit of a slip from Hines. Bit of a softie. Herbinger. One of the assists of the season, that ball for Olivia Smith. Flat delivery, Bright got there. And Smith will get there again here. And she's got the better of Kira Walsh and has won Liverpool a corner. Well, if she does come central, Olivia Smith, Baltimore is quick, but one thing Millie Bright doesn't have is pace. Smith would outrun her and Natalie Bjorn for sure. Herbinger to deliver again here. Flat and pinged on the volley by a most unlikely goal source potentially, Grace Fisk, who did score actually in the FA Cup this season against West Ham when Liverpool got 5. She's only ever scored twice in the WSL, Grace Fisk. Not really her job. That would have been some finish, even for a centre forward. Here she is again. Gemma Bonner, the captain of both Liverpool title-winning teams. A long time ago now, with Lucy Bronze in that red side. Matt Beard's first spell as coach. Now the weight of pass comes from Smith. Good ball from Fisk as well. And Herbinger, who really can hit them. Excellent technique from relative distance, Marie Herbinger. Hit that one hard. You'd expect Hampton to make the save, but even so, there is some confidence about Liverpool here now. Really nicely manoeuvred. One touch, bang. Bit of movement on it. It's Herbinger who's taking this corner again, who finally put Liverpool in front at Rugby Borough. It took 84 minutes. That round 5 tie. They added another after. Deep corner. Gemma Bonner around the back. Didn't have to jump much for that. That's half a chance. Bonner and Bronze together again on opposite sides, though. That game I talked about last season, that bonkers 4-3 when Liverpool won. Gemma Bonner it was who got the winner in stoppage time. And you can see where Liverpool have enjoyed themselves in this game so far. It's coming down that right side. The pace of Olivia Smith that so far, interestingly, has kept Sandy Baltimore back. She's coming forward now, though. Nagano. Which way's that going? A little consultation, and the answer is Chelsea's way. As we approach the half-hour mark on semi-final Saturday in the Adobe Women's FA Cup. Ramirez wins yet another Chelsea corner. In towards Millie Bright. Walsh lurking, Smith getting there first. She's been really important defensively so far, Olivia Smith, as well. Season 1. So far, so very good. Even Emma Hayes never won a domestic treble. Never mind the quadruple that everyone's still talking about. Obviously, Sonia Bonpastor is not talking about it too much, despite being asked about it with every match. when you get to mid-April and it's still on, it's inevitable that the questions will be asked, I guess. Equally inevitable that she'll say one game at a time. Bronze into Walsh. Followed well by Herbinger, hammered out by her. The Chelsea record at Kings Meadow is astoundingly good. And they blew that 2-goal lead against West Ham last time out here. It's only the 4th of the last 61 home matches in the WSL that Chelsea have not won. And when Man City won here a year ago, that ended a run of 22 consecutive home league wins for Chelsea. Ridiculously good record. Even now, I'm sure there are Liverpool fans who are thinking that the Blues are still the favourites here, even with a 1-goal head start to overcome. The pressure has brought corners, but from open play so far, and that has been a... I mean, you have to be being pedantic here, but for Chelsea this term, there has been a bit of that. Not quite as creative or gung-ho, even if they are winning just as many games as they used to. So far, really good defensive discipline for Liverpool. They've got their blocks in, they've closed down space. And in terms of open play, very little from Chelsea. But there's a long, long way to go, and maybe something here. Baltimore getting forward for once. Little layoff for Beaver Jones by Vika Kaptein. Fuka Nagano, part of that double Liverpool screen in there with Sam Kerr, who are going to have to keep on closing those gaps. And that'll do Liverpool just fine. Not far from half-time. They are not used to seeing nil against their team's name at this point of any match. Bronze. Ramirez did enough, even without a touch, I think. Vika Kaptein here. Bronze. Didn't quite catch it. Hassling from Herbinger. Chelsea still have it with Lucy Bronze again. Cuthbert, look how many red shirts around them though every time. Kira Walsh. Oh, it's a teaser of a ball that. It'll come to nothing, but it was a awkward-looking delivery. Beaver Jones, the nearest Chelsea head to it. Scored from the bench at Liverpool in November's 3-0 win. The league season ends for these two here on the final day. May already be decided by then, maybe not. We keep having final day drama in the Barclays Women's Super League. We've certainly got some here in the Adobe Women's FA Cup. Foul from Leanne Kiernan. There's Guro Reiten, who scored at Liverpool 6 months ago. A hip problem since February. She was quite often getting left out by the new coach. First yellow card of this semi-final goes to Grace Fisk. A long way away, Erin Cuthbert looking for targets far post. It's a good-looking ball as well. Lucy Bronze did well enough to win it. No one on the second ball for Chelsea. Can only think that's for shirt pulling. On the other side, the opposite fullback makes a great challenge. That's come off the corner flag and stayed in. Extraordinary. Gemma Bonner suddenly realised and raced over there. You don't see that very often, especially in relative terms with the ball hitting it that firmly. Five-time FA Cup winners Chelsea and twice runners-up. All 7 of those finals between 2012 and now. It's a showpiece they expect to be in. Olivia Smith. Excellent hold-up forward play there. Fisk will attack the ball and the space. Nagano is in the middle. So is Kiernan. It nearly got there too. Imagine if Liverpool got a second before the break. That really would make the shock on. Herbinger looking for it and finding Chelsea fans instead. She got the opening goal last time out, Marie Herbinger. Liverpool were in front but lost. It was at home to Aston Villa. This is away to Chelsea. She's better than that. The goals tend to be really good goals, and quite often from in and around the edge of the box, Marie Herbinger. Lucy Bronze launching it for Aggie Beever-Jones, and Grace Fisk probably caught in 2 minds there. Her header, Chelsea's corner. And they've taken it quick. Don't miss a trick. Cuthbert to Beever-Jones. Baltimore. Back to Erin Cuthbert. Luca Nagano with the block. Awkward spinning ball. It goes the way of the Scot. We'll let it run for another corner. 40 minutes played. Even when there are 10 minutes to go, there's still a long time to go when you're playing Chelsea. Never mind 50. Cuthbert's corner. Everyone deep. Kira Walsh will go collect. Here's Cannerid. Aggie Beever-Jones asking the question of Kirsty Dow, saying she was pulled. More likely to get away with it when there's no VAR. Herbinger squeezing Millie Bright. Hampton Now Kiernan chasing down Bjorn. They've played out. Knocked it around enough to be able to play out, and Liverpool then don't press, but it still brings a mistake. Unforced. Hannah Hampton has really got the laces through that one. Well, she'll be expecting more, and justifiably so. Try and think of what work Rachel Laws has had to do today. I suggested pre-match she was going to be busy, whatever. That hasn't really been the case. Very calmly done by Natalie Bjorn. Cannerud thought she was blocked off. Liverpool will do anything they can to waste time here, and it may be entirely genuine. Taylor Hines is down. If there's any suggestion it was a bang on the head. Look, watch the two coming together, far side of the field here. And safe to say the Liverpool skipper knew what she was doing. Doesn't mean it didn't hurt. Who knows what the message is to the Chelsea players there, but don't change a thing, I'm sure, is the message from Amber Whiteley. Kept out Arsenal in the quarter-final, held on to 1-0. What a well-taken goal it was to put them 1-0 up here. Such a brilliant pass from Herbinger, but a really cool finish too, because she's got 2 or 3 seconds there, Olivia Smith. She knows she's in behind, onside, needed a sure touch and an equally sure finish, and there wasn't a bit of nervousness about it. Real composure from the young Canadian. And scoring at a goal a game, Liverpool in the league. Exactly that, 18 from 18. That has been their issue. Last season they raised the bar going forward and in terms of the finish, powering past Man U to get fourth. It wasn't even close in the end. Smith is on the run again here. Baltimore just getting there in time. Good job too from Chelsea's point of view as we go into the final minute of normal time in this first half. We had a couple of head injuries, so there will be something to add as well as a goal. Cannerud overhits the cross. Beaver Jones. Cuthbert with the dummy. Sam Kerr getting the block in. Lucy Bronze going cross country. No foul there. And bit of wasted potential on the counter there. Slightly rushed clearance, but we'll forgive her. She's had a very good half. Well, there you go. 5 added minutes. Ramirez thumping it off Gemma Evans. And before Liverpool can go in with a half-time lead, they're going to have to face another corner here. Number 9. Liverpool have blocked them well. There's a half chance for Natalie Bjorn early on from one of the first of these corners from the other side. It's Baltimore again with the left-footed in-swinger. Well, Laws came and didn't really get there. Ramirez seemed to be primed. May have got a little flick on it, Lucy Bronze. And it's time to thump it absolutely anywhere and try and get into half-time for Liverpool. Looked like it was there for the Colombian. But right under that, Rachel Laws. Kiernan has to win those. Didn't, unlike her. Canarud into Ramirez. Wouldn't it be just like Chelsea to have been kept at bay all half long and picked an equaliser right on half-time here? Baltimore, great feet, see you later, Capots. Hines in the way of the cross, Ramirez, Cuthbert, and in! Chelsea doing what Chelsea do, even when they're not at their best. They find a way. The first shot on target. And they are level with it. Law's got a piece of it, just not quite a big enough piece. Brilliantly made by Baltimore initially, a little unlucky there. Ramirez fought to win it. And Laws, well, she gets the hand on it. It's the wrong side of the post from her point of view. Improvised finish from Erin Cuthbert. 1-1. Liverpool concede for the first time in this cup run. They so nearly got to half-time. And here is Cuthbert. Beaver Jones. Was that off Fisk? It was not. It's a goal kick. Could Rachel Laws have done better with that, or was it as far as she could reach? Doesn't matter now. 90 seconds or so to go. Probably 2 minutes, actually, given that we've had a goal. And on 30, don't we? Is that another head bang? We will stop and check. Cap time seemingly okay for now. Well, she doesn't get loads of goals, Erin Cuthbert. Not her principal job, obviously, but they are quite often big ones when she does. Last gasp winner the other day in the league at Manchester City. FA Cup final. Here's Beaver Jones. Looking at it from a neutral perspective, you'd say it'd be harsh on Liverpool to be behind at half-time. They nearly were. Still might be. Smith. Well, she's run into Erin Cuthbert. Stoppage time on stoppage time here. Bang. You're never going to get anything less than that level of commitment to the cause from Erin Cuthbert. Beavie Jones has got the better of Kerr, but not the better of Gemma Bonner as the half-time whistle goes. And that was so nearly the perfect first half away performance from an underdog, wasn't it? Amber Whiteley's team defending brilliantly, absolutely frustrating Bonpastor's Blues, and even leading them. And a cracking counter-attacking goal finished off by Olivia Smith. But in stoppage time, Erin Cuthbert with a little hook goalwards that made its way in. Maybe Laws could and should have done better, but she didn't. And this first Adobe Women's FA Cup semi-final is level at half-time. She will want more, I am sure, because Liverpool were looking good for that half-time lead, but they lead no more. At the break, it's Chelsea 1, Liverpool 1. Well, if Olivia Smith is going to be the match winner, she's going to have to score another goal. Can Liverpool be as good again? They could not have done much more, I don't think. Couple of question marks on that goal conceded. The loose ball that Ramirez anticipated better. Rachel Laws may feel she could have pushed it wide of the post, but that's nitpicking. They were brilliant. They sucked up a ton of pressure and really restricted Bonpastor's Blues. That goal in stoppage time, their first shot on target of this semi-final, but they made it count, as they just about always seem to do. So who's going to Wembley? You feel like Chelsea have the momentum now, and you know they'll come out hard because they'll have got, I'm sure, a little bit of a talking to from their coach. He's really struggled to break down from open play that Liverpool resistance before the break. No changes from either coach to the starting lineups. We have the same 22 out there that we kicked off with. Grace Fisk is the only one on a yellow card. Natalie Bjorn stepping forward unchecked. Lucy Bronze. Another typical brilliant Millie Bright 50-50, and she has absolutely clattered Olivia Smith in the process there. She would have known it was coming too. Nothing wrong with the challenge at all, just wholehearted, and Millie Bright all over. Never mind the goal, she is such a big part, Olivia Smith, of Liverpool's threat and their defensive work. Guro Wrighton, we may well see. Before too long, this is the Smith goal, in case you missed it. Cracking pass from Herbiger. And so well taken. Six league goals for Olivia Smith. One in the other cup competition, Erin Cuthbert with the equaliser. Continued treatment for Liverpool's young Canadian. You hope for the game that she's okay to continue. I wonder what Sonia Bonpastor said during the break. The coach who only ever demanded the highest standards in her time with Lyon when they won nearly every game, and that's continued at Chelsea. Amber Whiteley will be anxious to see Olivia Smith back and running at full pelt. Smith is back on. And Aggie Beaver-Jones is just going to run out of room here. Looked just onside. Not a great away record that Liverpool have, for what that's worth. Probably worth nothing because they won the quarter-final away at Arsenal. But that is the only game in the last 6 away from home that they haven't lost. Palace in the league, so it's 5 of the last 6 league games have been beaten in. And what's happened to Herbinger here? I hope she's okay. Taylor Hines with the ball in hand. Kerr winning a header. Bright launching it forward. Back out by Gemma Bonner. That's a nice idea. Capox didn't quite get a layoff. Right, we've not seen so much of Cornelia Capox. It's mostly come down the Liverpool right. It's Chelsea coming down the right now with Cannerid. Off Bonner. Evans, excuse me. Well watched, Marie Herbinger. Excellent covering from the Austrian. The throw in towards Ramirez, who's having a good tussle with Gemma Evans in there. Herbinger just nicking in ahead of Kira Walsh. And here's Leanne Kiernan. Ramirez gets the better of Evans this time. There's a lot of red in front of her. Doesn't always stop her. There's just nowhere to go with the football then. Erin Cuthbert. Chelsea, 6 finals in the last 10 seasons and they've won 5 of them. The exception being Arsenal. Aggie Beaver-Jones has a shot, and Sam Kerr calmly brings Liverpool out. It's that one final defeat for Chelsea Arsenal in 2016 in that run. Did lose one before as well. Olivia Smith showing she's still very much up for the fight here. Very neatly played by Natalie Bjorn. Here's Cuthbert. buying herself a bit of time. She was looking for a pass wide right. I think she wanted Lucy Bronze out there. Kira Walsh. She will try that switch. Bronze to Cuthbert, who's got relative space. A little bit too much on the pass, though, for Kaptein. It's been slightly peripheral, actually, Vika Kaptein. They have so many options in that regard. Kaptein the target of the Millie Bright pass, which, like the one for Beaver Jones earlier, is just a little overhit. Look at the players they've got who can play in that role. It's a feather in the cap for Kaptein that she's started as many games as she has this term. Guro right and fit again, can play in there. And Kat Macario, Maika Hamano. And there's Lauren James, of course. She's not bad. The forward balls aren't working at the moment. Liverpool somehow forcing errors. Bjorn and Bright trying to make it happen with through passes. And the theme is continuing, really. The opportunities from open play, fewer and further in between for the English champions than we or they might have expected. Kept in by Capox, but not for very long and not for a teammate. Lucy Bronze here for Chelsea. Now it's her turn to try and clip one in behind, and Ramirez was the target. Gemma Evans did well. Walsh has won it. Perfectly timed challenge, and a good ball too for Beaver Jones. Gemma Bonner on the slide in the nick of time. That was really good from Kira Walsh. Sandy Baltimore. Smith again. How many sliding challenges has she timed perfectly today? Baltimore looked a favourite to be able to get the cross in there. Here she is again. Nearly an hour of excellent Liverpool defending. It may count for nothing. Cuthbert goes for goal. Chelsea have another corner. 3 seconds, they weren't quite at it defensively, Liverpool. Out of about 3,500 seconds in this game. And that's all the best teams need. Cuthbert with the corner. No more the in-swingers of Baltimore. An out-swinger from the Scot. Beaver Jones got the first challenge in there. Helped back in by Walsh. Back in again by Baltimore. And Liverpool cheers as Olivia Smith hacks it out towards the relative safety of the halfway line. Chelsea unbeaten in the FA Cup they were from April 21 until March of last year. Incredible. 18 straight FA Cup wins. 3-time Wembley winners in that stretch. One each against Arsenal, Man United and Man City. They have to work hard to get there again. It's been quite a toil for them here in the Kings Meadow sunshine. There's a very long way to go. And they score a lot of early goals, Chelsea. They score even more late. Well, no surprise at all, this has been the same pattern as the first half. You keep looking for the killer balls, often from the centre-backs, it's just not happening. Really Bright telling herself off. Ball's being put out of play because Leanne Kiernan is down. Now, is that bib going back on or just coming off? Sophie Roman-Haug would be an obvious potential replacement if Kien can't continue. It was a decent bet for starting the game anyway, the Norwegian. Doesn't count as her goal, but it was her shot. Came back off the post and hit Daphne van Domselaar in the quarter-final, that winning goal at Arsenal. It looks like she will be coming soon, doesn't it? Missed a big chunk of this season with injury. Only one league goal to add to that. I guess you'd call it an assist, strangely. Cup winner at Arsenal. And the change will be made, even though she's walking fairly freely. May have been the plan anyway, to be fair, regardless of that challenge. But Sophie Roman-Haug is on. Kiernan is off. Vicky Kaptein. Bit of space for Beaver Jones. The ball was behind her though and allowed Grace Fisk to make that challenge. Robinga couldn't hold it, and Walsh gets Chelsea moving again. Aggie Beaver-Jones. They're in Cuthbert. Become a slightly low-key atmosphere here. So much on the line, half an hour or maybe more to go. Lucy Bronze gets her head up. How's the cross? They've really been off point with some of those deliveries today, Chelsea. She is a lot better than that, obviously. One of the very best stalwart figures in the English game, Lucy Bronze, club and country. Under no pressure, that's a really disappointing cross. Ramirez. Job only partly done for Liverpool's defence to keep her quiet for an hour, but impressively done all the same. Bronze will let Erin Cuthbert take over here. Baltimore. Beaver-Jones. That's a better ball. Much better. And Taylor Hines has put it behind. Really awkward delivery this to deal with if you're a defender. She knew she must have had company in blue behind her. Another Cuthbert corner. Flicked off Aggie Beaver-Jones. Here's Kira Walsh. Drilling it for the far post. Millie Bright is there, causing havoc. Kaptein couldn't get hold of it. Beaver Jones, lovely drop of the shoulder. Liverpool close ranks. A lot of teams will try and do this against Chelsea. Maybe sometimes they'll even cling on to a decent result. By doing so, ride their luck a bit, get the blocks and the saves in, but Liverpool's defensive organisation has been such that actually those chances have been relatively few. You think how many Chelsea normally create. That really hasn't happened here yet. Whatever happens, Merseyside club should be applauded for how they've done this. Real discipline. Great take from Beaver Jones. He may be playing through the middle soon, with Sonia Bonpastor about to dip into the bench. Bronze, that's a better cross. Well grabbed in front of her supporters by Rachel Laws. Well, here is that change as Rachel Laws gives Liverpool a breather. Myra Ramirez coming off. A little bit of a reshuffle here. Sjoeke Nusken, who scored in the semi-final against West Ham, is on. Obviously not to play up front. I presumes that'll mean Maggie Beaver Jones in at centre forward. Captain possibly out to the left. Nothing obviously bad about maybe the landing. Something has helped Rachel Laws here. Tegan Micah there, they've deposed Liverpool first choice keeper. The Aussie was very much number one under Matt Beard. A little bit in and out, the two of them, but generally Micah, but not since Amber Whiteley's been in charge. The relentless energy of Sjoeke Nusken now added to this Chelsea midfield. Probably a more attacking midfield berth, but you've got her and Captain and Cuthbert all in there. That's fairly rare. Cornelia Capots. Waited too long. And with Erin Cuthbert on your case, you're never going to have that much time. Looks like Chelsea have flipped Canarud across to play against Fisk, who has been carded. It might be something to consider. Well, we're at the three-quarter point. Should it be a 90-minute match? At the moment, we're destined for more. Here's Vika Captain. Nagano in her way, Bronze outside. Now, Olivia Smith Howd making the run, no obvious pass on here. And Olivia Smith won't care, she might go it alone. Such a confident runner with the ball. And it was rather fizzed at Capox, not an ideal pass to take. Had she found a controlling touch here though, the Hungarian could have been in. Baltimore. Are Liverpool tiring? Will gaps appear as a result? Can Chelsea take advantage? Those are the questions. Some of them anyway. One or two slack passes just beginning to drift in from both sides, in fairness. Nuskin. Nagano won't leave her alone. A little bit more space for Sandy Baltimore here. Cannerid. Good ball. Beaver Jones! Well, it sat there perfectly to be hit. And she hit it straight at Rachel Laws. What a chance. She'll wonder if she'll get a better one than that. Just too central. Here comes Cannerid again. Oh, deflection. Rachel Laws clearly wanted better closing down. Screaming at her defenders. It's Gemma Bonner whose touch took it over. Cannerid providing a different sort of threat. Now cutting infield from that left-sided berth. Missed everyone till it bounced. Kira Walsh swinging a volley at it. Cuthbert. Baltimore's worked herself some room. Another disappointing cross, though. That has been one of the themes today from Chelsea. They've just taken a flick on its way through. No, it didn't. Straight at Laws. No one making that near post run. It seems very much that Captine has now got the right-sided attacking role. Cannerid the left, Beaver Jones as the centre forward. Not an out-and-out wide player by any stretch, Vika Captine. They could have Cannerid in their usual right wing, put Baltimore at left wing, where she played most of her career, and leave Charles on behind her if needed. Flipped everything around here, Chelsea, from that last set piece. Cannerid is making a difference here, and Beaver Jones again. It feels like a different threat, and it's all come because of that change, you know. And from a very similar position, if not an airborne ball, Aggie Beaver Jones, who did so well to sort her feet out there, is off target this time, but two quick-fire opportunities for the player who's done her England cause a world of good with the recent performance against Belgium. And a yellow card for Rachel Laws for taking too long here. If they are time wasting, 20 minutes plus here and half an hour for extra time, I'm sure that's massively in their interest, to be honest. If they're 1-0 up, you'd understand it. Captain read that really well. Nusken. Nusken. Deep cross. From there, from Canarud, that would be some header. It was on target. It was also pretty comfortable for Rachel Laws. The Chelsea threat level just seems a bit higher now, doesn't it? More a creator than a scorer of them, the Swede. Got the opener in the Cup semi-final against West Ham earlier this year. One of the 5 goals she scored. Canarud. Interesting choice she's made from the bench there, Sonia Bonpastor. Wonder what she's thinking. Probably something along the lines of keep defending how you are and give me one more chance on a counter while Chelsea are just thinking about going forward. Cuthbert to Bronze. Not a very helpful pass for Vika Kaptein to have to take. And a slightly awkward bounce for Canarud to deal with there. Warm day, a lot of short sleeves. Cuthbert, Kaptein. Cuthbert again. Well, the nearly moments are just coming with a greater frequency now for the Blues. But like Beaver Jones a moment ago, it's over the top from Erin Cuthbert. Scored a cup winner against West Ham in extra time last season. Erin Cuthbert always scores against West Ham randomly. And Kirsty Dow has got her yellow card out again here. Was that a delaying of the restart from Sandy Baltimore? Either way, she's the first Chelsea name taken. She scored from the penalty spot here against Everton in this FA Cup run. Chelsea came from behind that day, ended up winning 4-1. It was rather flattering, to be fair, to Everton. Fuka Nagano clears. Roman Howe. Too tight, Natalie Bjorn. That's a good bit of forward play there. Get in front of the defender. Use your body. Draw the challenge. Not a great deal in it, but it's good graft from the Norwegian sub. Injured from the middle of October through to the end of January, Sophie Roman Howe. 80%. And they were bossing it in the first half too. That's the last 15 minutes. That's why it feels so dominant, because it has been Fuka Nagano, a rare bit of possession for Liverpool inside the Chelsea half here. Not for very long. Forward by Hines. Lucy Bronze across on the cover, under good pressure from Cornelia Capots. And it's out of play. Towards the various substitutes down there. Yana Daniels just doing a bit of warming up for Liverpool. Micah Hamano is out there and Guro Wrighton for Chelsea. There's a lot of good options. Captain going long. Rachel Laws. Grace Fisk. Evans. Is there to be one more moment for Liverpool to pounce? Managed it in the first half, suck up the pressure. One killer ball. It had to be perfect, the pass and the finish. They both were. Clearly that's not something you can easily attain, but no threat really in this second half from the Reds. Hines, Bronze nearly. Now Cuthbert and Lucy Bronze. Seeing a gap and driving at it. Cuthbert to her right. Bronze trying to get it there. Taylor Hines stepping in for Liverpool. Good 1-2. Although that one did just drift out of play. We're into the final 10 minutes of normal time. And the expected Chelsea procession has absolutely not been the case here at all. Cuthbert in ahead of Sophie Roman-Haug. Millie Bright. Only one left of the original title winners for Chelsea back in 2015, now that Frank Kirby has departed. Millie Bright. There's a little group of them for a while. She's the only one left. Baltimore, Olivia Smith doing her best, but Baltimore still gets the cross in. Captain round the back. Well, it was a horribly tight angle. It was also a horribly sliced finish from Vicky Captain. Persistence from Sunday Baltimore eventually managed to shake off Olivia Smith. It's certainly not easy, but she'd have expected better than that. May well be the kind of shot that gets blocked from there, given what's in front of her and the tightness of the angle. Cuthbert. And still Erin Cuthbert. Ricochets, and it nearly fell for Nusken. Instead it falls for Laws. Well, it's not quite clinging on here, Liverpool, but it's sort of approaching that, isn't it? Chelsea driven on by the non-stop Scot in midfield, Erin Cuthbert, who seems to be at the heart of everything. You feel like they're building, just like they scored late in the first half. You really wouldn't be that surprised if they scored late in this second. And I think we can say at 82 minutes that we are late now, officially. Kira Walsh, Lucy Bronze. Can't imagine that extra time, if it does come, would be any different from this. Liverpool, their defensive discipline, I think they will have to tire a little. Out by Capots, kind of getting to the realms of anywhere will do with that sort of clearance. Seven minutes of stoppage time. Bronze for Captain. Capots boxed in. That'll do her just fine. The final touch by Lucy Bronze. Liverpool's throw. Plenty more options on her bench if she wants to tweak things up. In an attacking sense, Hermano, Macario, Wrighton, Mia Fischel even. That time winning yet another throw here. As Lucy Bronze takes into Beaver Jones. 2 quick fire chances for her, having come in to that centre forward position after the withdrawal of Ramirez. Hines on Bronze. Another Chelsea corner. Cuthbert to take. I think it was Evans with the header, further cleared by Smith, but it's just coming back all the time now. Chelsea really trying to put the squeeze on. Cuthbert with the cross, right into the crowd. Nusken off Beaver Jones. Millie Bright keeping the attack alive. Insert your cliche here, but Chelsea are doing it. Turning the screw. Turning up the heat, whatever you want to call it. Big time. Bronze, nothing through the middle. Look at all the red shirts. Compact organisation. We're into the final 5. Cannerud. She's going to go that way. I think we all know it. Kira Walsh, they're all up for Chelsea, but they're all back for Liverpool, which means there's so little space around. These are the moments where they can try and keep the ball for a bit, get themselves up the field, and maybe shock everyone again. Fuka Nagano does enough to win Liverpool a throw in Chelsea territory, which right now will feel like a minor victory. Played in all but 2 of Liverpool's 61 games since she joined, Fuka Nagano. Jasmine Matthews may be coming shortly. Good to see Leanne Kiernan smiling, so hopefully she's okay with whatever potentially forced her off. A handy coincidence that just when the coach would like to get some messages through, that goalkeepers tend to pick up a problem of some sort. Rachel Law's having a finger examined here. Oxygen and fluid for Liverpool's defenders, who may have to be doing this again for another 30-odd, 40 minutes at this rate. Well, all this will be added on. They'll still have to defend for the same amount of time. The difference being they've just had a bit of a breather. Jasmine Matthews is coming on for sure. Went into the international break with a rare and unwanted feat. Jasmine Matthews, 2 own goals in the same game in the defeat at Arsenal. There's actually a moment where she almost scored a third, actually. But, both of them full of misfortune, not a lot she could do about either. But Olivia Smith is off. Don't know if that wallop she took from Millie Bright is a factor in that, but obviously that's a miss for Liverpool going forward. Jasmine Matthews will certainly not be playing there. Maybe. We'll see when we get going in open play, but maybe this is a wing-back situation for Liverpool for what remains here. Kat Macario looks like she's running up with meaning, or warming up rather, as she runs up the touchline. And it looks like Bonner, Matthews and Evans are a back three now. Fisk here, right wing-back, and Taylor Hines left wing-back. That's a bit more, well, certainly last season, Matt Beard Liverpool style. Evans. Hines is used to getting forward a bit more. Oh, and she's got the better here of Vika Kaptein. 89th minute! Oh, can you believe that? Taylor Hines trying to chip in across, or is she trying to score a worldie? Hannah Hampton at full stretch. That is about an inch away from being a late winner. I'm not sure if Chelsea's keeper got a touch or not. If she did, it's superb. I don't think she did, it's the crossbar. Maybe a fingertip. Even on closer inspection, it's hard to say. Eight added minutes. And Liverpool there, 1 inch away from a first Wembley final. That would have been extraordinary. I want to say she was going for it. If she was, it's absolutely brilliant and incredibly unlucky. Saw her pop one of them in against Manchester City once. In the WSL, Taylor Hines. Wow. Bonner coming in with a big slice. Baltimore into Cuthbert. Nuskin. Lucy Bronze. A huge scare for Chelsea for all the pressure. It's the closest we've come to a winning goal in this second half, that Taylor Hines cross-come shot. Here's Kaptein. It's not a bad ball, that. Fisk puts it behind. Chelsea have a corner. In towards Nuskin and Bjorn, up in the air by Kira Walsh, out by Capots, but not very far out. We're hearing Wrighton and Macario coming soon for Chelsea. 6 added minutes to play as Kira Walsh slams one in there. Laws came. Little bit dicey, very nervy, those Liverpool fans behind that goal, trying to blow the ball away. Baltimore's corner. Gemma Bonner with a header. Back in by Erin Cuthbert. And they'll all stay there for another one. This is Chelsea time. This is what they do. And they break Liverpool's hearts here in stoppage time. Sam Kerr got a defensive header on that. Walsh and Bronze, the two former Barca players. Cuthbert will leave it. Cannerud often the last player back because of her pace in case of a counter. And Chelsea have corners. She was there. Baltimore gets her head up. She's got the better of Taylor Hines. Baltimore looking for a teammate. Finding more stubborn defence this time, the newly arrived Jazz Matthews. Baltimore again, little bit deeper, Beaver Jones! Third time lucky for Aggie Beaver Jones in this second half. She was about to be withdrawn, and she surely won this FA Cup semi-final for Chelsea. Stoppage time in the first half, stoppage time in the second. Chelsea 2, Liverpool 1. Heartbreaking for the Reds, relief and joy for the Blues. As the pressure tells late on at Kingsmeadow. Not for the first time this season, not convincing Chelsea, and yet victorious nearly every week. He just got free, Baltimore with a better cross this time. Law started to commit from that range. A heavy favourite, Aggie Beaver Jones. It's a wrong footing finish, and it's Chelsea going to Wembley, unless Liverpool can find a miracle equaliser here. They've hardly got any time to do it, and indeed that change is made now. Captain off as well. Kat Macario on. And Mia Enderby has been thrown on by Amber Whiteley. An attacking change right at the end. Well, even when you play well, even when you take the lead against this Chelsea team, it doesn't count for much sometimes, quite often, in fact. Baltimore. Well, what a good time she's having. A couple of missed opportunities that she wasn't so happy about earlier in the half, but club and country, all in the world of Aggie Beaver Jones, is good right now. .90 seconds left of the 98 minutes, probably plus a little bit more because we've had that goal. There is Mia Enderby, who did score a late goal, albeit at Rugby Borough in round 5. And anything Rachel Laws can do, Hannah Hampton can do too. There's the match winner as it stands. Just a deliciously floated in cross from Baltimore, who had threatened with one of them a moment before. And look at that, Sonia Bonpastor. As I said, relief as much as joy. She's not grinning from ear to ear and bouncing about the place. Her team have been largely frustrated today. They really have, by Amber Whiteley's Liverpool. But they are nearly there. They've won one cup, about to have another final by the looks of it. And with the first leg against Barcelona next weekend, half an hour more football in the legs. Only small margins, but it could make a difference. So Bonpastor will be hugely relieved about that, presuming her team can see this one through here. One of those old things about mark of a good side is winning when you're not at your best. Well, this is a perfect example. Liverpool could not have done any more today. And Chelsea have absolutely not been at their best. And yet, there's the scoreline. Added time in stoppage time. We might have a minute to play here, maybe. Enderby trying to make her presence felt. Chelsea nearly there. Hail Mary time, I think. They might as well chuck everybody out. Why not? The whistle's going any minute. Millie Bright scrapping in there. Everyone in the box for Liverpool, surely. Herbinger, Fisk. Where's that going to drop? Out by Nuskin, rather. Back in by Evans. It's a good block from Sirka Nuskin, who's kept on running, and here she is. Gura Wrighton getting a chase. I'm very pleased to see her back here at Kingsmeadow, the Chelsea fans. Out by Millie Bright. Major credit, even in defeat, for Amber Whiteley again here, I think. As the clock ticks on towards 100 minutes at Kingsmeadow. And there it is. Well, they played really well, they defended really well, and they had a lead, but still for Liverpool that wasn't enough. Bonpastor's Blues remain on course in everything they aim to do, be that a domestic treble, a cup double, or the big quadruple. They've done what the best teams do here. They found a way, even when they've been largely frustrated. Stoppage time goals at the end of the first half from Cuthbert and second half from Beaver Jones. All of that after Olivia Smith had put Liverpool in front. It was a very even, in one sense, semi-final. Lots of Chelsea pressure, but not a lot of great chances. But the Blues have done it in the end, in the nick of time, and they will go back to Wembley, having missed out at the semi-final stage last term. And they will play one of the Manchester clubs as they look for the club's 6th FA Cup trophy, en route to what could be, even by their standards, an unprecedented season of success. Fascinating game of football. Two very different ways of playing it. At the end of it, Chelsea have edged it by 2 goals to 1, and they are into the final of the Adobe Women's FA Cup. Well, here are the main moments from the first Adobe Women's FA Cup semi-final. And the first shot on target in the match was the opening goal. Halfway through the first half, a quite brilliant pass from Marie Herbinger. Controlled and finished with equal expertise by Olivia Smith to give Liverpool the shock lead at Kingsmeadow. Perfect weight. Really cool the way the young Canadian took it. Liverpool had defended superbly, getting the blocks in. stopping Rachel Laws from having to do too much, actually. And a few minutes after the goal, Liverpool's best move of the match, apart from that goal, was this one. And it was Herbinger who'd set up the opener with a trademark powerful shot here. And Hannah Hampton beat away. But 2 minutes into first half stoppage time, just as Liverpool were about to go in with the advantage, that advantage was gone. Baltimore on the run here. Myra Ramirez just reacted quickest to the spinning ball, and an improvised finish from Erin Cuff, but Rachel Laws couldn't get off the ground enough. Got a hand to it, but not enough. And Chelsea were level just like that with their first shot on target of the half. 2 minutes into stoppage time. Great work from Ramirez. Tactical switch from Bonpastor. Looked like it was going to work really well here. Cannerud came over to the left-hand side and suddenly chances were appearing. There was one of them, Aggie Beaver-Jones, who'd moved into centre forward by this point with Ramirez withdrawn. Firing one too close to Rachel Laws, and just a couple of minutes later, similar sort of position actually, this time off the deck. Nice feet from Beaver-Jones, sharp turn, but off target on this occasion. And then, in the final minute of normal time, this, Taylor Hines, whether it was a shot or a cross, it almost took Liverpool to Wembley, off the underside of the bar and out. Incredible moment that would have been. Liverpool, who had threatened in the first half, as you've seen here, hadn't in the second. Really on the back foot and just digging in. What a smash and grab this so nearly was. May have been the slightest of fingertips from Hannah Hampton, only she will know really. And then this, in the 94th minute, Sandy Baltimore got enough air on that cross and Aggie Beaver-Jones made it count that time. Capping a great week or so for club and country, Aggie Beaver-Jones. With her 12th goal of the season across all competitions and her second of the season against Liverpool. And this one, taking the Blues to Wembley. Well, by the end of it there, still only 4 on target. That tells you much about how well Liverpool defended to get their blocks in and force Chelsea into 24 attempts in the end. And only 4 on target. 60% of the ball. I'm surprised it wasn't more than that, but all that really matters is that Chelsea scored 1 goal more. And so they are the first name into this season's Adobe Women's FA Cup final at Wembley. And Chelsea will play one of the 2 teams they have beaten in recent years in that showpiece. Manchester City, who take on Manchester United tomorrow. And either way, it's going to be a great final. Well, there's a lot to be proud of for the Liverpool players and their fans, but no first Wembley Cup final for them. Chelsea, who always find a way, have done it again here today in the nick of time. 2-1 winners. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.